ChillBuzz, baby.
Welcome to ChillBuzz Radio, people, where we shed light on the deep, dark truth of New York City and the surrounding world around it. I'm here once again with YearZero. How are you, brother? How's everything been?
Good, bro.
Good to hear.
Everything's going good, bro.
I hear good things about you. Very glad to hear all that. We got Vexer here, DJ and producer, and we got Luke's Hard Drive.
Yes, sir.
How you guys doing tonight? How is everything?
Pretty
chilling in the zone.
Just chilling, yeah.
I see your studio, probably making moves. All right. You're supposed to have a few other people here, but it's hard to get 8 people in one place at one time. So we're gonna work with what we have, but there's people who might pop in, so be ready for that if it happens. Basically, I got questions for you guys. Like I DJ and produce too. You guys are more into the dubstep. I'm more into the house, and basically, what? So we kind of are in the same boat, but in different ponds in a sense, or in different boats in the same pond, however you want to look at it. But what inspired you guys from the beginning? Like, what made you get into this shit? Like, what was the point where you said, I'm doing this shit? Did you play instruments in high school? Did you fucking grow up in the clubs and just glamorize it? Or did you just be a music fan and want to do more off that?
For me, it was when I was a kid, I loved trashy generic pop music on the radio. I was really into I don't know, I guess old Flo Rida and Pitbull and all that other generic garbage. But I really liked the electronic sound because it was going through its electro house phase, pop music.
Yeah.
So when I got a little bit older, I found Skrillex, and that was it. I found Skrillex and I was obsessed with everything he did, and I was like, all right, yeah, how do I do this? And
it's kind of like the same thing, but more hardcore,
Yeah. I eventually, I looked through artists and I found out the stuff I liked, and keep finding stuff I like, and keep evolving the sound. Music is insane how it's evolving the way it is. All these people, because of Skrillex, pretty much making this crazy shit.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you this: the first time I heard of dubstep, I heard it was because Skrillex was playing at Pacha in New York, and everyone was going crazy to go. I went, I heard it. I'm like, oh, I don't really like this stuff. I just wasn't used to it. But then I heard it grow, and I heard better dubstep come out. And when I mix it, it's fun. I like mixing it with trap music. I feel like it goes very good with it, and Moombatsu music, and it sounds pretty dope. So Skrillex is basically your major influence, right?
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, definitely.
And he does a lot of hybrid stuff too. He has singers and rappers and all that stuff on there. YearZero, I see you have like a very like metal, death metal type influence to your like twist on dubstep.
Yeah, so what really inspired me, so back when I was a kid, really growing up, I was influenced by like I think I started like in middle school, early middle school, probably like at age like I want to say maybe like 10, 11. Like I was listening to like freaking Ozzy Osbourne and like Slipknot and bands like that growing up. And then freaking and then down the road in high school, I discovered dubstep by seeing Excision, a flyer for Excision, and I saw a promo video online of his freaking stage setup. I was like, this shit looks cool as fuck. Let me go check this out. And then I've been hooked ever since, pretty much.
So when was the first time you became a musician and started like doing something in it? Whether it's DJing or even like you first decided I want to do this.
So like I started out in 2016. I started like messing around with it. I was like, you know what? I want to try to do this myself too and see what I can come up with also. And so I started messing around with Ableton back then, and then I had a homies of mine, Nick and Daniel, show me some stuff, and I just didn't really get into it that much until I want to say like late 2020, like mid 2020. I was like, okay, we're actually going to take this shit serious and stop bullshitting around pretty much, and then start grinding.
Nice, man, nice.
Because I've always been dabbling in it. Like I'll go hardcore for like 2 months and then don't touch it for like a couple months and just flip flop pretty much.
Well, all that hard work paid off, because I love to see like where you are now, where you're moving. Vexer, like how did it all start for you? Like
so for me, I was more of a party person, and so I went on a trip with my best friend to Myrtle, and we ended up meeting with this dude from Jersey who was DJing on the beach, and we kind of just clicked with him. And then when we got back home, his dad got him a board, and so we just started messing around. And then we ended up going to Charlotte for a Drink Your Water show. And then we went to Flux Pavilions, Bagheady, Alan Walker. And then once I started like seeing how people like reacted and like started feeling like good about it, like I started realizing like I wanna be able to like have people like make people feel good, like provide something, like provide a service in a way. So that's kind of just where it clicked for me. So that started back in 2017. So
me and you have a lot in common. Honestly, like I feel the same way in a lot of ways. I love making people happy, and just, you know, like no matter what kind of event it is, like I could play music that I never thought I would like, but now I love it because I see how many people I made love it with my fingertips. You know, I feel like a puppeteer, you know, and like they're everyone's happy, you know, like you could make two people happy and they get together and have a child. You just create life with your music and your skills, you know.
Okay.
When was the first gig you did?
For me, I guess like the first like legit gig I did, it would be Syndicate in Atlanta, and then I don't know if I necessarily count that more because it's underground, but I did play over in Greece, and Dukum Oman.
Nice.
If that counts. So.
Okay, that's dope. How long ago?
20. This was 2020. Oh, this was last year. I played in I think it was like June that I played in Greece, and then July and August, or it was like a month apart. I played Dukem twice, so it was like 3 months. So
well, I see you definitely have a lot of stuff on SoundCloud, so you're doing your thing with that. And when we're off the air, I'll tell you a strategy to get like your followers up drastically. So that will definitely help everything, because I didn't hear your stuff yet because, you know, you came in a little short notice. I definitely look forward to it. What about you, Luke? When was your first gig?
My first gig was last year in August at Peabody's. This club called Peabody's.
Oh,
It was like this heavy dubstep takeover that actually Plague Doctor organized. And Altered Carbon was one of the first people to go on. It was a lot of heavy shit, and I played a hybrid of like trap, pro step, tear out rhythm, and
Nice.
Yeah, but the mixer was kind of clapped out, so I had this chop planned at the end, but I couldn't do it because like it was Pioneer stuff, like club standard stuff, but it was just so beaten.
What kind of CDJ?
yeah, they got CDJ 2000s in there. I believe they're 2000.
I used to own some. I sold them. I bought it for.
Yeah, they're beaten hell.
Yeah, like the play button is way off. It takes like
Yeah,
half a second to
hate
start playing. It sucks.
I originally bought CDJs to be able to learn off it, and then I actually sold it for more. I got lucky because I got them for real cheap, but I bought them to learn because it's industry standard. But then once I learned, I'm like, fuck it, I could sell this. And I don't want to carry these shits around. I want to carry my USB. But you can make just having them, you know, in so many different ways. But so I sell them, and now it's basically the same thing what you said. When you use other people's stuff, they have it formatted different ways. There might be errors because their shit might have bugs or issues or shit that you're not used to, their preferences that might kind of fuck up the situation. So it's always good to like get affiliated with it first a little bit if you can, you know.
Oh yeah.
Start off easy, like get on one of the slow horses and just take it easy at first, and on the cue, just figure out all that other shit, you know. YearZero, man, I know when your first gig was. It was the first time I talked to you, you didn't even have your first gig.
Yeah.
And now you did something late 2020, and you're doing a music festival. Tell the people about what you got going on this month.
Yeah, so I got a music festival at it's called Willitown South. It's like it's kind of like a smoker festival, kind of like a weed festival.
I don't know what the hell it is.
Something like that. But like
You're gonna be
my boy Vexer's playing on it too.
I got Dirty Lux on that too.
Oh, you're gonna be there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be there as well.
Man, I'm hearing all good things. I think I might. Can you guys get me VIP tickets?
Shoot, if you
Their
come
tickets
down,
are
I could probably
cheap.
get you one. Yeah, it's really cheap.
Okay. You guys got a couch for me to crash on, or I got to pay for the belly?
Dude, I don't even know what I'm doing yet. I don't know how
I'm down
get
there,
down
bro.
there. I don't know what the hell's going on yet. Like,
Oh,
I
so
barely
you're
even started
traveling
working on
all
my
the way
place
down
yet.
there. Okay, you're traveling all the way down there from Ohio, right?
No, I'm not. I'm from Virginia Beach.
Okay, Virginia Beach. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So
No, you good.
So When's the last time anyone came up here where I am? New York City, New York.
I was there in the summer.
I was in Baltimore. I go to Baltimore and DC sometimes.
I'm trying to come up there real soon. Probably pay you a visit when I'm up there. But Rez is doing like a 2-night event there at the Terminal 5, if you know where that's at. Where she's doing a 2-night event at the Terminal 5 on March 4th and 5th. And I'm thinking about sending it.
Who's Rez?
She's like she's pretty much like the biggest female probably DJ, I would say.
Yeah.
Well,
other than like Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah, other like Alice in Wonderland. But yeah. She's like, you'll definitely have to check her out though.
I think I like Amelia Lenz. She's more like house techno.
Yeah.
Does anyone here play like DJ, like house, tech house, like stuff like that at all? Any type of house music, future house, deep house, electro?
If I have to, I'm a big fan of tech house.
Tech house, me too, man. I
Tech
fuck
house, oh yeah, dude. Fucking bass house, of course. I opened for this local guy called he goes by Cronus.
Yeah.
And he was playing New Year's Eve at this place, and called Chicho's Backstage, like this little dive bar in the town center. And he was like, "Yo, play some bass house." And I was like, "All right." So I brought tech house and bass house, and turns out if you speed that shit up to like 135 BPM, people love it. Like just like speed house, people like that shit. But
yeah,
no. I love playing house though. Like rhythm is my.
Mix is very good. It's very fun to mix.
Oh, like, yeah, like
so you spin house, and you know how fun it is to mix it and blend, right?
Oh yeah,
rather than just like transitions. When you guys mix dubstep, do you like do it more blending or just transitions? Because I didn't go too hard on the blending. I did a little bit, couple of like double build-ups with mashups here and there.
I do a little bit of both.
But do you guys think, I don't know, what's your philosophy on it? A little bit of both?
Yeah, a little bit of both. It depends on like the track.
Depends on the songs and what you're transitioning.
Yeah, it really depends on what the context calls for. Sometimes it calls for a really hard cut into something completely different, or you like do DJ tricks with a bunch of effects and like make it all weird to create a transition. It's my favorite. Or you could like backspin, which is really fun. There's a lot of things you could do.
Yeah.
It's all about keeping the energy up here, even in the lulls.
I do a lot of that because like you need it. If you're playing stuff, you gotta hit them with effects and the backspins and the scratches. People downplay that, but I've been practicing scratching like from the beginning. So it's like
it humanizes it.
It does. It gives you that. You know what? No one put it in words better the way you just did. It does humanize it, you know? It really does. Like effects too, the way you turn your finger and like just the EQ and all that stuff. It does humanize it. And I feel like I'm really good. If you guys check out like my mixes and stuff, I have literally like months of mixes, like the time like out. So much stuff over the years. And I'm good for it at this point. I came a long way, I'm good for it. But you guys seem like, you know, like you're doing a festival and then you just did your first gig like last month, you know.
I got 2 festivals right now.
You seem like Vex, you seem like you're pretty fresh, but you seem like you're over here traveling all over and stuff. I mean, how do you guys usually get booked?
For me, well, recently I pretty much just reach out or like know all the promoters and like talk to them and whatnot.
Connections.
Yeah, connections.
It's all about the connections. That's why I get booked more in Atlanta because I got connections, hell connections down there. So Mostly Iris Believe Music Hall. I don't know if you guys know it, but and then there's Syndicate, which is like a underground club, and then but then the Connects down there is like, it's huge because like for example, like last night, like my buddy, we were talking to Drink Your Water, we were talking to Zumba last night. Like it's just like whenever, especially because like sometimes when big people go down there, my people will be like the first people. They'll be on top of that shit. They'll go up to them, they'll start talking to them, connect with them, and then that just kind of links me with them. So that's kind of how it happens for me, at least. But that's the biggest thing, is just like networking.
Yeah, man. Do you do a lot of that like online, or just like people you know personally?
Mostly people I know personally, but online does help. Like Riot 10, for example, like I started talking to him for a little bit. And other than that though, like it's mostly like people you know, it's going to go a lot better than online, but sometimes online you can get farther out there.
Yeah, I know what you mean. That's a battle like I struggle like, but right now I have a job, like I'm like promoting like clubs and after hour spots and all that. And I tell them my agenda is to DJ, you know, because when you give me that chance, it's going to work out. So I'm like slowly slipping in the underground New York City nightlife, you know, and I do these like sets, these live streams before I go out and promote. I blast my mixes outside the clubs that I'm promoting for other clubs. And I think it's a matter of time, but New York is just hard right now because I'm not getting a vaccine or forced. I'm doing it in like,
yeah, I got forced to do that shit.
Like too many people did. So it's like, I kind of, if I did do it, it would be to be making at least 2,000 a week DJing. That's the only way I'm getting a vaccine. But other than that, I mean, I'm just going to fight it as long as I can, because I believe that the mandates will soon die, you know, and we're not going to have to deal with that anymore. So,
oh yeah, for sure.
But the fact that New York specifically is so heavy on that, I might be down with you, YearZero, at some point, bro.
Yeah.
Because, like, seriously, like, that's the move. I have a 10-year-old.
New York is really heavy on those COVID restrictions.
Yeah, I have a 10-year-old iguana. Like, I want her to be down where it's warm and happy. And it's, like, probably the best state in America right now. You know, like, there's freedom. And Ron DeSantis, I think, is going to be the next president. That's because he's Florida. Everyone from New York is going to Florida. Everyone from Cali is going to Texas. And I'm honestly going wherever works for me. Wherever the opportunities are, I'll move anywhere that has the opportunity. You know what I'm saying? So what kind of, like, you told the people about what's going on with you. Just remind them again, what's the event and the date of it?
It's called Willitown South 2 Festival. It's somewhere in Florida. I'm not sure.
Flagler Beach.
Yeah.
What's
about 30 minutes north of Daytona Beach.
And what's the date of this?
It's February 24th through the 27th. I'm performing on the 26th at from like 1 a.m. to like 2 a.m.
I perform the 25th from 12 to 1.
25th from 12 to 1. 12 to 1. What time does this place close? Because the festivals up here start at like 12 and end at like 10 p.m. 12 the latest. Then they have the after parties, but the stuff down there goes on. What time does this festival end?
I think it starts at like 5, 2, 3, 4 in the p.m. And it goes on until like 3 a.m.
Not my bubble.
Word. I mean, yeah, that's pretty dope. So you're kind of a closer, man.
Yeah, I'm pretty much closing the local stage, I guess.
Oh, yo, I kind of want to make a little dubstep track that maybe I could pass you the stems.
Yeah, definitely.
Maybe we could work on some shit. And I'd love to have, you know, something like that we did get played over there, you know. And you guys are both playing. You guys should play one of each other's songs, mix it up your way. You know what I'm saying? Definitely.
Yeah, I'm about to start working on a playlist, and I'm about to start getting this shit. Cause like typically I don't put a playlist together. I freestyle most of the time. Cause I've always freestyled, but since this festival is my first festival, I'm pretty much just gonna actually do it the right way and just kind of like put something together.
I freestyle too, man. Like all the time. Like I literally practice while streaming, like, you know, because I'm confident enough at this point. But Luke, you got any upcoming things going on?
I mean, I'm trying to get shows back because like being in school, it's got me swamped right now. But,
and it's hard here in Virginia.
Yeah, no, for real.
Yeah, there's so much
just something to fall
competition.
back on if music doesn't work out.
I'm sorry, guys. Luke, what did you say?
Oh, just something to fall back on if music doesn't work out.
What is it though?
Oh, I'm gonna major in creative technologies, so like MIDI keyboards, DJ.
That's awesome, but that's not something to fall back on if DJing doesn't work out. That's something that is related. It's relevant. It's hand to hand. I'm not just a DJ, producer. I'm a podcast. I'm a videographer, promoter now. It's relevant, you know. You could create your own stuff.
Yeah,
you know,
no, it's like it's exactly what I'm interested in. So like, why not?
And I told YearZero the same thing. You said you're going to school for psychology, right?
Yeah, psychology.
It helps you read people, get in their minds. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I'm minoring in sociology.
What's like your plan on? Like you got like a plan on how to get work? Like what are you looking at right now?
Honestly, I'm relying most on meeting the right people through like internships while I'm at university, and really just networking, because that's how the game is now. You got to know the right people to get your foot in the door, regardless of what you graduated with. So
okay, how many songs you got out?
I've got a few singles, 2 EPs. One I just put out for fun, full of like unfinished shit. One I released recently in October. That's like my debut, project. Little package of songs other than singles I made months apart from each other, and I'm working on the follow up to that right now.
Nice. I'd love to do a collab, man. If you got, because if you want to work right now, like my head is at, I'm trying to work on the songs, the tracks, remix known stuff, make the best dubstep or tech house remix of one of the most like biggest top 40 songs, but just take those acapellas, remake some of the melodies, and make it a whole different genre. And like that, like stuff like that could get you more known than your own original stuff sometimes.
Yeah, because people resonate with what they already know.
Collabs work out very good because I mean, 2 brains are better than one.
It's exposure for both people if it blows up.
Definitely. Exactly,
yo. There was one other thing I was gonna say. I forgot. I was gonna say it to you, YearZero. How did you basically get that festival event? How did you guys get that?
So I don't remember how I came across. So I came across the guy who's running the festival on Facebook somehow, and then I'm not exactly sure how me and him connected, but I heard that he was like, "Hey, I need some DJs, EDM DJs for this festival I'm putting on. He was like, I know you got the Graveyard Gang and whatnot, and he was like, would you like to play at this festival and whatnot? And I was like, yeah, I'm down. And then so I signed up for it, and then I posted in the group chat that we're all in, and sent them, told everybody to contact him, and Vexer contacted him and got put on the festival also.
Yo, that's dope, man. You should put on Luke next time, you know? Next time. If things work out this time, but I can help it work out for you as long as you guys kill the sets. Maybe you could get me a VIP comp and say I'm your videographer, and I'll bring my camcorder. I'll get the green light to have the camcorder there on stage, whatever, film you, film the crowd, and basically get the whole set like recorded with audio recorded, so you could drop your festival set online for both you guys. And like, I mean, if that wouldn't get me in for free, like what would, you know?
Yeah.
You did say I'm your videographer. I wouldn't charge you anything for it, because it's like you already know the type of people you are, you know. It's all about the love of the movement and everything, and one hand washes another, and it's gonna work out, you know. So work on that if you can. Like, you down to work on that? You can see.
Yeah, I mean, if you down to come down, come on down.
I guarantee you, I will come because I'm excited for it. I truly am, and I'll come down there to check this out and see you guys. But I'm thinking in my head, I'll do it for nothing. But then I'm like, oh, I would want to record it. When I try to bring professional cameras to festivals, just to record my perspective of this festival, they don't let me in with it. But you guys, I personally know you. We're doing a podcast right now. And if I'm a videographer, and if you can get me in to do it for you, say you're paying me. You're not paying me. You're just getting me in. And then I'm going to put this amazing video together for both you guys. And it's going to, when you promote it, you're going to get known so much more. And then that's going to make who put you on look at you guys better. And then you can get me and Luke in the door. And then, you know, everything would just grow, you know, because it is all about connections. But you know what? Right now, we're all connected.
Yeah.
So I think we could do a lot of big things. One main thing I do want to talk about is the instruments made behind dubstep. Like, we touched on it earlier, but a little bit more in depth. Like, the reason it's hard for me to like make future house music, because the sounds in future house that are similar to the sounds in dubstep, I don't know what they're called. I don't know how to make them, what effects do it, like what those sounds are, those stretches, and you guys know what I'm talking about? Like, what makes dubstep? Should I play something right now? I mean,
really the kicks.
Yeah, kicks.
Like the main thing.
Yeah, kicks.
Kicks? So what kind of kick? Just go through them?
Yeah, I just scrolled through the...
Yeah,
I just really
tweaking them.
Yeah.
Kicks, claps, tweaking them, doubling them.
Yeah.
So how many kicks per 16 beats?
It just really depends on the song, to be honest, or what you're making.
You could go for a fight. Like it based off of, like, you got to think about BPM. You got to think about, you want a fast pace or a slow pace song, because you got, like, if you want to do, like, you got like Dion Timmer, for example, right? I don't know if you know who he is, but his music's more towards like vocals with like some drops, some heavy drops sometimes. And then you got stuff like Excision, where it's like constantly heavy shit. So it really just depends on what you're going for. Best advice that I can give on stuff like that is YouTube.
Yeah, that's basically how I learned everything.
But there's like, I feel like there's a certain instrument, a certain sound. Luke, did you explain it earlier?
Well, I don't think I really. Yeah, well, it's synths. It's all about like sound design. I think when it comes to EDM, sound design is what separates the genres the most. I mean, tempo. You can make dubstep at 130, dude, and it sounds great. It's really like the sound design, the growl, right? Like the wub, if you will.
But the instruments in it, like those stretchy, synthetic, like you know, how do you do that? Because I feel like there's a lot of that in Future House, and on my upcoming album, like the Future House song I want to make, I kind of need a little influence on that. I do want to make a dubstep like thing, because the next album I do after that, I want it to be a dubstep, trap, moonboxing, more of the slower or faster, whether you look at it at 75 or 150, you know, like all those genres. But like, you guys have any names of like dubstep exclusive instruments or effects?
Well, the thing is, with producing, there's no synth that's like exclusive to one particular thing. But if you're looking to make dubstep, Serum by Xfer, really, really popular. So is Vital is on the come up. That one's free. I've been using Vital a lot. It's pretty much Serum, but a little bit higher quality, which is kind of funny because it's free. But you can make some crazy sounds with just those. And then like the stock effects in your DAW, just like I use Ableton's stock reverb, distortion, compressors, filters, EQs, all of that. It works just fine for me.
I would love to see like the stems of one of you guys like songs or something, because I believe like I could probably like work some magic on it, you know.
I could show you what I've got actually open right now. I've been quietly working on something in the background, if you're fixing to see it.
Well, I mean, it's not copyrighted yet. You could feel free to give a little sample. You definitely can, right?
Hopefully I can find out how to share audio. I'm on Mac, so that's all right. So screen sharing doesn't work, but that's fine. I mean, here. Yeah, I have no idea how I'd share this, so never mind, I guess.
But all right, one thing I definitely want to ask you,
it says screen sharing is disabled.
What happened?
Yeah, it says like screen sharing is like disabled for some reason. I'm not sure.
What do you mean screen sharing?
Like you can share like your actual screen, like on the laptop you're on, or whatever you're on right now. You could actually show like your actual screen and stuff.
Should I put multiple participants can share simultaneously?
Yeah, that'll work.
Well, I clicked on that.
We'll have the honor system that nobody's gonna hijack and put like porn up or something.
Well, I did that. I know you guys got work tomorrow. We are waiting for some people. You know, like I said, it's hard to get so many people here, but this still broke the record for the show. You know, we definitely had a lot of people on, like 4 people. The most I had was 3. So, but you know, it's not over yet. We got a little bit more time. One thing before I forget, YearZero, what's your favorite song you dropped?
My favorite song I dropped so far would be what's the name of it? I forget the name of my own shit most of the time.
I forget how old I am, like every 3 months.
My favorite one is I Smell Humans.
I Smell Humans. I heard that. It's very dark, bro. Like, I feel like a horror movie will buy that trailer. Like, and they're
I love making like dark
from?
shit.
Where'd you get that sample from?
Trying to remember. I think I clipped it from like YouTube, or like
from a movie, or
I clipped it from like a trailer from this movie from YouTube. So I clipped like the audio sample, and then I added the sample into the Ableton when I was working on it, and I was like, you know what, I could probably make something with this little sample right here. And so pretty much I just based the whole song around that little clip.
That's dope, man. I mean, with movies, they can't really fuck you that much. But that when you sampled Alice Cooper, did you see any complications and hesitations and that? You got no trouble? It just never came to alter that sample at all?
I never got a message about it, or no email for copyright or nothing.
That's
just for the little sample.
I wanted to talk to Spectre about that, because he remixed like This One I'm Hot, and I think there was a lot of like stuff, but I mean, you got a lot of people, man. Like, you, by the way, like we didn't mention, you started this label of what, 27 people now?
Yeah, we got like 28, 27 people.
When I first met you like 2 months ago, you weren't doing anything.
Yeah.
Fucking proud of you, man. Like,
I legit started it. Like, I pretty much started Graveyard Gang based off the experience I had with other labels and collectives. And so I pretty much, on the down low, called all their processes shit. Cause I was like, I don't know, I just didn't like the way most labels go about things. Like, they want to change all your stems, or like, you can give them a track. Like, let's say you send them like the Behind the Mash track, right? That the remix that you made, right? And you send it to them, they'd be like, I want you to lower the bass on this, and turn up the they'd be like, turn up the bass, or lower the bass, or turn up the EQ, and they just be having all these wild demands, and I'm like, nah. And then plus I also wanted to make the group for pretty much all the people, all the DJs I fuck with, all the homies, you know, kind of like a pretty much like a collective, pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, you should definitely do that. One thing you could do, you should start a YouTube channel, and you should have all 27 of your people. Even if you want to sign me, you know, I could spin dubstep, like,
definitely.
And all you guys have a lot of music like stacked up, so we could constantly have live streams like every day, and just hours. Like I'd
be hopping on TikTok now.
Yeah,
going live on TikTok.
Did I talk to you on the last podcast about doing like a live stream where everyone's like on? You have a label of all these people with original music and DJs that can do these streams, and we could put all the music together and monetize everything, and all eat like really good. You know, definitely start that YouTube channel, man. Graveyard Gang, make it happen, yo. Luke, do you have a favorite song?
That I've dropped, or just in general?
In general, I mean, well, you could tell me. I'd like to hear both.
All right.
Since you bring it up, because I feel like you have an answer for both, so I definitely love to hear
about
both.
it. Yeah. So my favorite song I've dropped, because that'll be easier while I look for my favorite song at the moment. My favorite song I've dropped is probably my track DDoS. That one had a really cool reaction when I played that.
Say it again, I'm sorry.
My song DDoS.
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 Okay.
Yeah.
And what kind of song is that? Dubstep?
That's like rhythm, sort of. It's like this weird kind of
Why is it your favorite? What were you feeling when you made that?
I don't know. I just really felt the crowd's energy because they were like, there's a lot of people who just got up from their seats at the bar and just started dancing to it. Like,
Yeah.
like doing all this weird flowy shit that looked like really, it looked really cool. And I was like, okay, I realized in that moment I made a song that people who have never heard it before can figure out how to dance to.
Amazing.
And that's
Amazing.
like, I realized how essential that was, you know?
That's exactly what I'm trying to do on my album. So that's why I'm asking you guys for advice, because I want to do the same thing, you know. Vexer, you said you have one song out?
Yeah, so I got one song out right now. And then, so that'd be Project Domination. And then, aside from that, I would have to go with, I'm really big on Subtronics, and I did a song for the first time Friday night. And I like, my favorite song is by him, Space Time. I don't know, like I just like, I like that, like I'm starting to get more into like a vocal, like vibey, like I don't know if you listen to Grizz, but like, you know, like how Grizz is, where he's got like that like chill, like wubby stuff, but it's also like relaxing, and it's like you still want to get into it, and then it kind of goes into heavy shit.
Yeah. All right. So the one song you have out now, you said it's Project what?
Project Domination.
Domination. What?
Yeah,
what,
it's
what?
I got the I pretty much like inspirations came from Sudden Death, so kind of went heavy on that.
What does it sound like? Give the people a reason to Google you and go check it.
It sounds like I guess it's sort of space theme in a way. It's at least that's like kind of what, whenever you hear the vocals, like in my head, I'm thinking like, okay, I'm in space. And then it's like, it's got like these loud thumps, and then you just like start going like at it. You just start going at it. Like it's basically just headbanging hard. It's not a song that you would want to start out with, but it's definitely a song that you would be headbanging to.
All right.
Mosh pit most.
I feel like I have 3 musicians on, and I usually do one song of the day. So this one should be like a mix of the day, a triple mix of the day, or everyone else who was supposed to be here, because this could have been a 10-person podcast, but everyone else who was supposed to be here, if they want to incorporate their songs, sign off on use, we could actually monetize the whole thing. They get the podcast. We actually had a little pre-show before we officially started. That could always be like incorporated in some way, somehow. I mean, I don't know. I'll check it out. We'll see how it works. But, you know, I feel like, you know, we should, that's why I asked you guys your favorite songs to get this point, because that's the stuff I want to make the world dance to and make the world love and move to and appreciate. You know what I'm saying? So, basically, thank you guys for doing this session for me. I appreciate it. A lot of people didn't make it, but you guys did. And I'm happy and blessed for that. We made a record. This is legendary. 4 musicians, DJ producers in one place on my podcast. Glad to have you guys here. It was definitely a pleasure. YearZero, Luke's Hard Drive, Vexer, thank you guys. Like, it meant the world to me. You guys doing this shit with me, and I hope we could collab on fucking podcasts, fucking DJ events, collab fucking songs, this, that, whatever. The sky's the limit. And you know what? That's even overrated. There's universal limits. It's beyond the sky, you know? Like, the sky can't hold like the potential we have, you know? So on that note, this has been ChillBuzz Radio. I'm about to give you the first ever mix of the night. And that's because we just have an overload of artists from Graveyard Gang. Thanks to YearZero. and I have way more than one song I'm trying to show you people. So thanks again, everyone. Pleasure having you. ChillBuzz Radio, DJ Luca Knight, YearZero, Luke's Hard Drive, Vexer. Good night, New York. Good night, Planet Earth.
It's time to get this thing started.
That's Hoffman Street.
Fire.
Take your time, but eventually. It is worse than we expected. I am so very sorry. I am afraid you have gone mad. Absolutely fucking mad.
Fire.
I am afraid you have gone mad.
ChillBuzz, baby.
Fire.